at you all the way from our dorm rooms to your conference rooms. Sabah and Dan Teeman here, two college students who are ready to talk to you guys about business and lifestyle from our personal experiences.
Each week we'll discuss about our lifestyle as college students as well as our tips and strategies starting in the business field. We'll bring on successful entrepreneurs in the millennial generation, share with us their journey and how they got started and where they're at now.
Our goal is to help you students, millennials, and entrepreneurs gain inspirational advice by our spontaneous conversations and meaningful guidance. Let's dive on in.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 51 of Dorm Rooms to Conference Rooms. And guys, that episode 50 was a killer episode of JLD. I had so much fun on there. We learned so much. I mean, to get us going, though, as always, Sabah, what did you think about the JLD episode, though, for episode 50?
I was completely stoked that we got him on there, especially on our 50th episode. It was so cool because he shared a lot of great advice with us, and hopefully you guys that did listen to that podcast got a lot of information out of it.
Yeah, guys, it was actually kind of funny because after that episode, I literally told Sabah I had like shakes because I was listening to JLD for 2 years, listening to a bunch of his episodes. I mean, I don't know who could listen to every single one, but there's so many, over 1,700 now. But it just, it was awesome. I mean, just everything was aligning the right way where it was, that same day I even went to Panda Express and said, focus solely on your business efforts this month. And then I was interviewing JLD and I was like, what the hell's going on? And it was just something crazy. But this week, guys, our topic's going to be outsourcing your work that you're not good at, or outsourcing your weaknesses, basically. So something that you guys listen to or hear every single time you listen to this podcast is our intro. That's the first thing I'm going to talk about, guys. Our intro and our outro was completely made by somebody on Fiverr, and they created it for us. That's something Sabah and myself don't have great talents for. We can't go in and mix these songs and the music and make it sound really nice and clean cut. I'm so musically declined, it would just sound terrible. But Sabah, I know you have a bigger one that you used for outsourcing some weaknesses of yours, and kind of hit on that and kind of talk about the process.
Yeah, for sure. So first, going off of that, I remember when we first actually were about to launch our podcast, I was messing around with it on GarageBand. It was just not working out, guys. So yeah, definitely, if you guys don't have strengths in that area, definitely look at the Outsource. There's definitely a lot of platforms out there that you can really hire people for cheap. So for example, for my book that I just wrote a couple months back, I found an editor on the platform Upwork. So there's editors, there's authors, really anybody out there who can edit your work, who can proofread it, even write a book for you. So I found a really good editor there. She was actually from Australia or something. But on their profile, you can see the work that she's done, the experience, and also reviews from other customers that she's worked with. So for me, that was really good because obviously I'm not the best at writing. I probably had a ton of mistakes when I did write my book. So having a really good editor do that for me was really good to do at the end of the day because I didn't have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars actually hiring a professional editor. I went out there and found someone who could do it for a really good price as well.
Yeah, no, something we do for my business actually is we go on Fiverr all the time, and that's how we get all of our videos made and all of our creatives and stuff like that. It's such a great platform, these Odesk or what now is actually Upwork and Fiverr and different things like that have just made, or freeup.com, guys. Actually, we had both the owners of FreeUp on here too. So we really believe that if you want to build a team, you don't need to hire employees. You could just outsource what you're not good at. And yeah, you could actually save some money on that too, because the American dollar in other countries goes so much farther. And you could pay somebody $250 and they'll last them a whole month in their country. That's a month's worth of earnings, just like that. And you don't even realize it. But Sabah, kind of talk about that process from how you picked her to paying to when she gave you the deliverables. How did that all go over?
Yeah, for sure. So I remember I was kind of freaking out a bit because I had the goal to write and publish, have everything edited in 30 days. So I had 1 week left to have it edited and everything. So I was kind of panicking just because I didn't know how long it would take for her to edit it. It was a good 30,000 words, 150 pages or something. And I was like, okay, how long is it going to take her to do it? So It was good because so in Upwork, what you do is you just make like your own account and then you post kind of like a help wanted type of sign about what you're looking for and what you really need to get done. So I did that, and a lot of people, they click on it, they're like, okay, I want to help out, and then you can look through their profile. So for me, one good thing that I really wanted was previous experience, previous reviews, and also a good budget, because obviously I'm in college. I didn't have that much money to work with, because before, when I was doing my research online, I was looking for editors and they really charge like hundreds of dollars to do like maybe 10 pages. So I was kind of on the edge of like, I don't want to spend that much. So I found her, and she was only charging maybe like, I don't even remember how much I paid, but it was like, I think less than $50 to do the entire thing. And she said she could get it done in maybe 2 to 3 days. The entire thing, have it formatted in Kindle, and it was really good work. Like, we even went back and forth. I was like, can you change this a little bit? And she probably made actually like 3 revisions. I only had to pay her like the fee that I paid her at the really beginning. So you could find so many great people to work with in these platforms. So for me, that made my life so much easier. I didn't have to worry about editing myself, and it was only her who edited it once. I read through the entire thing, and it was literally like perfect.
I know I handled the Fiverr side of it all, and that's what I told you when we were first editing. I was like, I think I found somebody on Fiverr, and you can negotiate with these people too. And I think I ended up paying like $15 for these 2 edits or whatever like that, or these 2 intro and outro, and he normally charged like 30. And I think I paid $15-20, and I was like, hey, can I still get it next day? I need this, this, and this. And this guy's like, oh, yeah, no, for sure. So, I mean, guys, even then, like, you could negotiate with the people on these websites. Nothing's really final unless you make it final. That's my sales background there, really showing. But you've got, like, even if you want to be a part of these sites, you could easily apply. I mean, I have something up on Fiverr to help people with digital marketing just to make some extra bucks. I mean, it was nothing extensive. And you could even go on freeup.com and be a part of theirs. They'll place you with somebody right away that really matches what you do. So it's really necessary to, rely on your strengths and then outsource your weaknesses. I've heard that so many times from so many different business owners. Like, why work on your weaknesses? They're your weaknesses, and you might as well just focus on your strengths, because that's how you let yourself grow.
Yeah, definitely. And like nowadays, there are so many freelancers out there that it's so easy to find someone who can help you. Even if you post on Facebook, like I'm in so many Facebook groups, even just on my newsfeed, I see people like, hey, I'm either doing digital marketing, I'm really good at graphic design, like I need someone to do this for me. And I see a bunch of comments either tagging people or being like, hey, I have a company, I can help you out with this. So if you are needing help, just either like even post on Facebook if you don't have time to go to these websites. Like, it makes it so much easier just to have someone else do it, maybe pay them a little bit, so then you can focus on whatever it is that you are doing.
Awesome. Yeah, no, there's so many just good tools that you can use out there these days. Like Sabah said, you do have all these freelancers these days because no one wants to work that 9 to 5. They want to work this digital nomad lifestyle where they can work from anywhere in the world. I mean, that's just kind of the hot thing these days, and people are really taking advantage of it. I mean, you really just have to go out there and you have to find these people. And right now, my company, like I said, we're getting our videos and creatives made for by I think it's someone in like Africa, to be honest, or India, and they're doing everything for us. And we focus on what we're strong at, and that's selling and managing. And that's 2 of the things that Hector and I really focus on now, is to really help us grow our business. And it's been working out so good for us. It's been so nice to just have this. We send it over, we get it back in a day or 2, and the next thing we know, we have the ad up on Facebook or up on a digital, whatever site we want to use, to put the ad on. But it's super nice just being able to have that just as a go-to. But Sabah, let's just kind of close this down here. Why do you think that these websites are so important these days, and how do you think they're going to keep expanding?
So I think one reason that these websites and these people are so helpful is because they're sitting there posting their profile because they want to help you out. Like, they're good in a specific field, whether it is like graphic design, writing, editing, really anything. They're there because they want to help you. So like, these people, they do this for their full-time job. Like, they just sit there and they just help people every single day. So it makes their lives even easier and your lives easier if you just post on there and ask for their help. And also, like, the turnaround time for a lot of these people are really like really good turnaround times. Like for me, it took me only like 2 to 3 days to get my entire book edited by somebody, formatted and everything. So I know a lot of entrepreneurs, they want things done right away. So if you are looking for someone to create a logo or something, the turnaround time is really good as well. And I know it's going to just keep on expanding from here on out.
Yeah, guys, that's all we really have for today about just outsourcing your weaknesses, playing on your strengths, and really start focusing on those to help grow your business. But if you want to find us more directly, you can find Sabah at sabahali.com, and you can find myself at danielseaman.com. Sabah, what are some final words?
Definitely outsource, guys. If you guys need some small works done within your business, definitely go to Upwork or Fiverr. But thank you guys so much for listening today on Dorm Rooms to Conference Rooms.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of Dorm Rooms and Conference Rooms. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you haven't joined our accelerator program yet, you can find that at livetogrind.com/college, where we connect you with today's latest influencers and experts in their fields.